Assalamualaikum. We are the arbiters, and today we will be sharing a brief about our topic, which is judicial precedent. So what does judicial precedent really means? Judicial precedent can be defined as the process whereby judges follow previously decided cases where the facts are of sufficient similarity. The legal principles from previous cases are applied to the later cases and therefore precedents develop. This is also known as stare decisis, which means to stand by cases already decided.
Judicial precedent is one of the unwritten sources of law that is applied by the Commonwealth countries such as Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, Malaysia, and many more. According to this doctrine, courts are not only bound by decisions of higher courts based on the hierarchy, but it can occasionally be by the own court's previous case. For example, it does not matter if a sessions court decides to refer previous cases from a higher level court, such as federal court, or the previous precedents from the sessions court itself.
The decision of a judge may fall into two parts, which are ratio decidendi, reason for the decision, and obiter dictum, comments made by the judge. Ratio decidendi is the rationale for a decision. It is the most important aspect in a judgment, as the legal principle of the case will provide precedents for judges to follow in future cases. Hence, it is used for future references by the court to compare the facts of previous cases and apply it to the latest case.
However, for obiter dicta, it is the remaining judgment or a comment made by the judge as a remark. This particular remark does not contribute to the part of the reasoning and therefore not part of the precedent. It is not a binding, but it acts as a persuasive element for future cases.
In addition, a court may also not follow a principle of law made in earlier cases by overruling it. So to clarify, overruling refers to the ability of a higher court to adopt an entirely new approach or judicial review towards a certain case. By doing so, the court does not refer to previous cases, but instead determines the judgment by overruling the previous judgment. Overruling can occur if the previous court did not correctly apply the law or because the later court considers that the rule of law contained in the previous ratio decidendi is no longer desirable.
In conclusion, we can see that judicial precedent plays a major role in the court. In order to strengthen a judge's justification, precedents are used to ensure the equality and fairness in deciding the final verdict. Therefore, as Malaysians, we should have a general understanding of our country's legal system and how it is applied to regulate our lives.
Till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back. Horse stock is a